Yo, what is going on, you guys? And welcome back to the Anime Plus podcast. This is your podcast for everything anime and anime related. And today we're doing a tier list ranking. Honestly, I don't think we've ever done one. Actually, we've done one with Blue Lock characters. But yo, I feel like we should do this more often because I could tell this is going to be a fun episode. What we're doing is we're going over the One Piece arcs and we're basically going to be rating them, whether they are S, A, B, C, or D tier. But yeah, if this is your first time here, I'm your boy Aray, and I'm with my co-host Owen. Owen, bro, how you doing, my boy?
Bro, I'm hyped, bro. We're doing a One Piece. We're doing a One Piece pod. You already know I'm hyped, and especially if it's a kind of like an interactive pod. I love these type of series. Let us know in our Discord if you guys do want to see more of these interactive podcasts where it's not just us talking, but it's kind of us ranking stuff or like a competition, stuff like that. But I'm hyped, bro. The thing is, I haven't seen a lot of these. I haven't seen some of these arcs in a decade per se, but I'm gonna try remembering as much as I can with the best of my ability. And yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat, bro. Like, to be honest, man, the One Piece live action was my refresher on some of the parts, and obviously that was not true to the original plot. But yeah, man, it's been a minute since I watched the OG One Piece, bro. You feel me? Like, especially somewhere towards the middle, and you guys will see it as we get to those certain parts. But yeah, I mean, obviously we have some crazy arcs from Wano, Whole Cake, Dressrosa, all the way to like I don't know, somewhere in the middle, there's like Thriller Bark and Skypiea and the OGs like Syrup Village and Romance Dawn and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think we should start from the beginning and move our way up. What you think?
yeah, I think so too.
All right, man. First off, bro, Romance Dawn, bro. This is basically from the beginning of the series until I'd say like I don't know, what would you classify the end of Romance Dawn? Like right?
Until Buggy arc,
Yeah, yeah, basically. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right until Buggy. Um, I want to say I would give this. It's just mid. It's mid. It's not One Piece's best. It's not One Piece's worst. I would give it a good B. Like, I want to give this a B. I want to give this a B.
All right. So what I'm thinking is like as we go further on this, bro, like through this, we're gonna get way better arcs and this won't feel like a B, you know what I mean? So like I want to put it in a C.
Yeah, I think C is safe. I think C is safe. I think I had C in my mind too.
Okay.
C is safe. Yeah, and if it gets to it, then we could put it bottom B or high C. Like we'll kind of like change things around as we're going.
Facts, facts.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Orange Town. I'm assuming this is the whole buggy arc.
Okay. That for me, I okay, so in the first couple episodes, we got introduced to Luffy, we got introduced to Kobe, we got introduced to Helmeppo, we got introduced to Zoro, Nami. Nami was actually the first character we ever saw, which was actually insane.
Yeah.
Um, the Buggy arc, yeah, it had fights and yeah, it was good. I don't think it was better than plot wise. I don't think it was better than the Romance Dawn. What do you think?
I agree 100%. Like overall, it's not better than Romance Dawn. Obviously, me and you were both One Piece fans, so it's hard to say it's a terrible arc, but I don't know, man. I feel like relative to some of the other arcs, this obviously is probably in the bottom tier.
It just got really slow at a point for me, like that part. Because
Yeah.
I rewatched that part, and every time I get there, it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow. So I would give this either a bottom C or D. Just
Yeah.
to be safe, we'll put it at a D for now. What do you think?
I was gonna put it in a D too.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Syrup Village.
Syrup Village, definitely better than the Buggy arc, for sure. I loved this whole Clawhador, like the whole plot of that arc just made so much sense because how Usopp was a liar, and
Yeah.
then he went to when there was actual enemies, no one believed him, and the person that was the most trustworthy was actually the pirate. The people that everybody in the village loved Clawhador, and I like this better than Romance Dawn.
Yeah, me too. I feel like this is the first time we got like a pretty big plot twist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everything.
exactly. And I think Clawdor was a really good enemy too. Like the way he was moving, like Zoro got his fight with the two like big, cats or whatever the fuck, and
Mhm.
then Luffy got his one-on-one with them. Usopp, it was a very like it was a very good introduction to Usopp, and it was a very good like what do you call it resembled the boy who cried wolf so well, and yeah, I think it's top C, top C.
Yeah, I agree too. It's tough, bro. Like, I think this is the first time we got some actual like plot twist, like I mentioned earlier, but also like it was memorable, and I feel like the memorable factor should be incorporated in these rankings as well. Like, I can't get like the part where he would lift up his glasses with the palm of his hand because he had the swords. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that was pretty memorable, and I feel like this should be. I don't know, man. I think I'll put it at top C too, like maybe above
So
romance.
top C, bottom B. That's my what I'm thinking.
Romance
Top
down.
C, bottom B. I just think there's so many arcs that are good that I don't want to put too many in S.
Yeah.
I want to put like two or three in S
Yeah,
max.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I would put this one above Romance Dawn, but still in C tier, right?
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that.
Okay. All right. So the next one is Baratier.
Yeah, Baratier. I love Baratier. First of all, I love Sanji. The way they introduced Sanji, how they showed that regardless of how evil the person is, um, Sanji will still feed them, and it showed us a glimpse of what the Grand Line is about. It showed us um a legend of the Grand Line in Zeph. It showed us a legend in the One Piece community in Mihawk. Like the fact that Mihawk was shown that early,
Mhm.
and it kind of took away from Sanji at that point and focused it towards Zoro. I love that, and I think I would put this higher than the Syrup Village arc.
Would you put it in B or C? How about we do this? How about I give you my reasoning and then you judge it off that?
Okay, 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 okay.
Okay, bro. We got one of the most iconic moments with the Zoro Mihawk fight, bro. Like the when Zoro was like, yeah, I can't get any scars on my back, you know what I mean? Like that's iconic right there, you know what I mean? Obviously we got some character depth in that. But also the whole Sanji Zeph thing, and I know like anime was different than the manga in terms of like what happened. In the anime, the Zeph lost his leg, but in the manga, he actually cut off his own leg to eat it. You know what I mean? Either way that you put it, like the backstory was still insane. You know what I mean? So I think that's I don't know, man. I would put this in bottom B, bro, because like that part was two iconic moments in one arc, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Definitely better than Village Syrup Village. Bottom B is a good spot to put this.
This might be like the very bottom of B, but as we're going through these, we'll kind of figure it out.
Yeah, I think the memorable factor of it was huge. And let's not forget Sanji knocked out a Navy officer in this too. So like we had a bit of everything in this arc.
Thanks. All right, next up, bro. Oh man, this might be the first lit one, bro. We got Arlong Park.
Uh Arlog Park, bro, better than everything that we've stated so far. Like Arlong Park for me was elite. I loved the iconic walk. They like the fact that they made Usopp look badass. Like, yo, it was sick. The whole moment from Luffy putting his straw hat on Nami, how cruel Arlong was, the backstory of how fishermen were treated, um, and now they kind of want their vengeance. It gave a lot of context to how the world of One Piece works in terms of politics, firstly.
Mhm.
It also showed us why Nami was doing what she was doing. She was the first character that was introduced, but we never knew why she was always like, scurrying around, like ratting around and getting all this like gold. We just thought she was kind of like, a greedy bastard. But it turns out she was doing it for a really good cause. Love the backstory of Nami. It put so much like tension into the fight, and the way the fight happened, it was crazy because first of all, everybody got their individual fights. Zoro got matched up with the octopus guy, 8 swords versus 3, insane. Sanji had that, kung fu type of dude, the shark. And then Arlong, his whole park went down. It wasn't just he defeated the Arlong, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
He destroyed Arlong Park as a whole. And yeah, I think bottom A. This is A. This is a good A for me.
I would put this in A as well.
Yeah, this is a good A. I think it's better than even some of the arcs that are in the future. So, yeah.
This is like basically the final boss of East Blue, you know what I mean? So there's that, obviously highest villain, there's character depth in Luffy, Nami, the whole squad coming up, like you mentioned, the Usopp and all the memorable moments. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to glaze it too much because to be honest, bro, there's so many good arcs out here, but this is definitely a lock in A. I'm not sure if this is high A, mid A, or low A, compared to the rest of them, but we'll kind of figure it out. Let's move on.
One thing I want to say before we move on is this is one of the only times we actually saw Usopp get his own fight. Like straight up, he fought the guy completely. Even though obviously he was running the whole time, and then at the end he did like a flaming star. That's just the way he fights, and we saw Usopp fight for the first time, and
It was
that was
also
a really memorable moment
it was
for
also
me.
like a dope way that he fought. You know what I mean? Like we know like one on one he's not as strong as a fishman. But
Exactly.
all right. Next one, bro. Logtown or Logtown.
Oh my God. Logtown was elite, bro. Logtown was elite in terms of just um first of all, we got to see the Dragon, right? We
Hmm.
didn't we got introduced to Dragon, we got introduced to Smoker, who's
Yeah.
a huge part of the story. And then we had the iconic moment of um what do of Luffy almost getting killed
Well,
by
got captured by Buggy and he got put up to get clapped. Same place that Roger did, you know what I mean?
exactly the memorability of that place was so high. And I think this is, oh my God, I do want to put it on A, but
You want to put
I,
this in, bro? I think this one might be. I don't know. I was thinking
I want to put it on A, but I don't think it's as good as Arlong Park because of the way Arlong Park was the final boss of that arc. You know
right.
what I mean? This was an introduction to the next arc. What I do want to say is obviously the story gets better over time, so we have to take that into consideration because of more characters, more context.
Yeah.
So, like based on that, I want to put it like a B. I want
Okay.
to put it.
Put B2. Would you put this above Barati or below?
I'll put it right below Barate, right
Okay.
like below
Well,
Barate.
that's
Just
exactly.
because just because like Barate, we just don't have context, and it was still really good. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Right.
One
Right.
thing I want to say about this arc was Zoro getting his sword when he threw that shit up in the
That
air,
was
and then
sick, bro.
that that was sick. That was so sick. Where um it just showed how badass Zoro was and how zero fucks he gives. And yeah, I mean we got introduced to a bunch of characters. We even got Alvida back uh in her like um good looking form. But
Hey.
yeah.
Bro. Let's move on to the next one. Buggy's Crew Adventure Chronicles. Was this a filler, or I guess you can say quote unquote filler arc?
I think this filler. I don't even remember it. I'd put it as D.
All
Like
right.
bottom
That's
D.
right.
I don't remember it. I can't say too much about it.
We need it. Cool, cool. Next up is Reverse Mountain.
Reverse Mountain, high key also top D or bottom C. Not better than Romance Dawn and not better than Syrup Village. We
Yeah.
did get introduced to Laboon, which was a memorable character. But other than that, I don't think what else was there other than that.
Honestly, bro, it was just a lore and getting through the getting to the Grand Line. You know what I mean? Other than that, I don't really think there was too much to be excited here. You know what I mean? We did
Yeah,
like Crocus, but that was really it.
I think D is good.
Yeah.
I think D.
Above Orangetown?
Yeah, above Orange. I don't even know, bro. In the middle, in the middle.
Okay.
I think Orange Town was better than this.
Okay, I can
I know
respect.
we got introduced to Log Pose and Laboon, Crocus, all that stuff. And yes, technically he's part of the Rogers crew, and Laboon also plays a better part, a bigger part in the story in general. I just don't. Buggy got introduced, and Buggy plays a huge part. You know what I mean?
I feel
So
like I feel like the reverse mountain arc, like that part hit more once we figured out like Laboon and Brooks connection. You know what I mean? But like in
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
moment.
exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Next up, bro, Whiskey Peak.
Haki another D. Like
I
yeah,
would put this above Orange Town though, because like Loki,
yeah.
the Zoro is clapping, bro.
Okay, so Zoro 1v like 100 what do you do? Like he
Yeah,
like 1v oh like a ton of people. So that was crazy. Other than that, I don't remember the arc too much.
same, same.
Just
All right.
because I haven't watched it in a decade. So yeah. But I do know that it was a very short arc and it was kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's fair. Next up is Diary of Kobe Meppo. So I'm assuming this is like the whole training arc where, Garp is training Kobe and Helmeppo. I
I
honestly don't remember this one, bro.
so I think okay, so one memorable moment I think in this was the fact that we finally is this when Luffy and Garp got together that for the first time?
Uh, I, oh, you know what? No, no, it's not.
It's not. Okay, it's not. Damn. Oh, this was when he was chasing him on the ship. Was
That's
that
not
that?
so. I think that was like right before Alabasta, though.
This is right before Alabasta.
No, but there's still other parts in between, though. We got Drum Island.
Oh yeah.
I
I
think
forgot how the sequence of
this
this
might
went.
this might just be a couple episodes where he's training like
Oh,
uh
this is two episodes. Alabasta 68, 69. Yeah, bro, this is a D, bro.
yeah.
This is bottom D because it doesn't even count as an arc.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. Next up is Little Garden.
Little Garden, I don't really remember too much about it. I remember Mr. Three was a menace and he kind of like stuck everybody together.
Yeah,
Um, I would put this also D. I'd probably put this below Whiskey Peak. I
okay.
just don't remember too much about it, realistically. Actually, below Blue Lockdown. Not
That's
below Laboon, actually.
fair.
Yeah.
All right, now we're starting to get some meat, bro. Drum Island, bro. This is where they picked up Chopper, bro.
Yeah. Chopper's backstory was insane. It was heartfelt as hell. That's one thing. Then we have Luffy carrying Nami and
That shit was
Sanji.
elite, bro.
Huh?
That shit was elite when he's bleeding through his fingers, climbing the mountain, bro. Like that.
Yeah, bro. That shit was sick. The first of all, like the mountain itself, the height was insane. Then he had to carry two of them. Then while he was carrying two of them, I remember he fell like a huge portion at
Yeah.
one time. I put this bottom uh,
Honestly,
between romance and syrup. What do you think?
I would put this above Syrup, bro. High key, man.
Actually, above syrup, above syrup, above syrup, above syrup.
Agree?
Oh, yeah, I agree, I agree. Above syrup, just because the actual tension in this season was so high. Because if they didn't get a doctor, they're fucked.
Facts.
If they didn't get a doctor, Nami's dead, basically.
Right.
Yeah, and and then it also showed how much Luffy is willing to do for his crewmates.
It showed
And
his will and everything, man. Like it was a good arc for sure.
yeah, nah, I like this. I like this.
All
Yeah,
right. Next up, bro, another big arc, Alabasta.
I'm putting this on A. I'm putting this on A, and I'll say why. First of all, this is the first time we got introduced to a warlord.
Yep.
This is was a huge arc.
Well, it's not
There's
the first time if you count Mihawk, but yeah.
yeah,
First,
yeah. I'm talking about like fighting like actual winning against
yeah.
a warlord. This is when Luffy finally gets kind of recognized by the world government after he defeats Alabasta. Thirdly, Alabasta, the situation of how Crocodile was controlling everything, and there was no rain for like there was a drought for mad long, and people couldn't even like drink water. And the whole way Baroque works as a whole system worked, it just everything was so like the plot was so good. Everyone got their own fights. Nas Bones versus Zoro was elite.
Even Nami had a good
What a
fight.
fight, right?
Yeah, I'm putting this one in A, bro. I might put this one above Arline Park too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, man, that Usopp
I
fight.
don't even, yo, Arlong Park was so good though. But
Yeah,
then Alabasta was different, bro. That was the first time We got an actual villain that was recognized by the world.
Right. And we even got like Vivi too, like that whole relationship they had together, and like, dude, it was awesome, bro. Like, and the way that arc ended was just perfect. It's
The way
definitely.
the arc ended was crazy when it started raining and like that
I
was
think
just
this like I don't want to give us that many, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be too generous, but this might be in the consideration of an S, you know what I mean?
I think for me I already know this and I already know locked in
We'll
two
get
dollar S.
we'll get to it.
Exactly, exactly. And what's kind of like what's better, the way One Piece arcs work is the first like they work in sequence and the next version of Alabasta, in my opinion, that's an S. If I don't want to spoil it, but yeah.
All right, next up is Jaya. This is where they meet up with Bellamy. That dude was talking foul in that obviously iconic moment where he's bouncing around and then he gets one right to the face by Luffy.
And
That
then we also saw Blackbeard that they got introduced to Blackbeard. This was like the first time we saw Blackbeard. I would put this higher than Syrup Village for sure.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's better than Drum Island though.
I don't think so either. I would put it right there too. Like, I would say it's like about the same as Drum Island, maybe just a tad lower.
The thing is, Bellamy was whatever. We don't give like the arc
Right.
after this is this was kind of a build up arc for the next arc.
Exactly. Like, if you were to combine them together, I feel like it'd be way up there. But let's
Exactly.
next one, bro. Skypiea, bro. Where are we putting that?
What's
Because
up?
where are we putting Skypiea, bro?
Can you say that again? I could not hear you for a second.
Oh, all good. I was saying, where are we gonna put Skypiea, bro? Because like them together would be high up there, but Skypiea alone, bro. What are we doing here?
Skypiea. Firstly, what I want to say, world building of Skypiea, insane. That within itself takes like bumps it up a couple points. We're in the sky. We're in a place where nobody has ever been, and people think this is fake. People think the Sky Islands don't even exist. So I think that bumps it up. Secondly, Anel was such a good villain. Like the
Yeah.
way they portrayed him as God, the way his powers worked. This is the first time we got like an elite admiral level power besides Crocodile. Like this was one of those Logias that if Luffy wasn't an electric rubber man, he would never have won the fight.
Right.
So that's that. Then it had so much connection to Roger and the Golden Bell. It also kind of
It introduced hockey too.
yeah, it introduced hockey, but not like what did they call it? They called it something else, right?
Hmm.
They called it something else. I think and it was so mysterious because this is not part of the world. It's just like some like everything was so mysterious. From those scooters, they initially got on those scooters. Then it was like those bubbles. Like every place was just weird. And all the Guardians, I don't know what they were called, but they were all pretty strong or they're all pretty unique. So I would definitely put this B, like high B.
I
I'd
put
put
it
this
above.
above Baratie for
Okay.
sure.
Perfect, perfect. Same, same. All right. Um, long,
D.
long.
D.
I kind of liked it for some reason, bro. Like the whole fact that like they were giving away Chopper, I thought it was funny.
It was a filler though. That's the only reason I'm saying it. I didn't really. I watched it and then I realized it was filler, and then I didn't like. Actually, I watched all of it. This was they did a race, right? Like a relay race.
I don't know why, bro, but I enjoyed it, bro.
I think this is bottom C, top D.
All right, you pick, bro.
I think bottom D, bottom D. I don't want to put a filler like. I don't want to put filler above like the introduction. Like, I don't know, bro. I
It
kind of
might
feel
not be
bad for the
filler. That's
introduction
the
of
thing,
Luffy,
though.
you know.
There's so many theories that it might not be filler.
Okay.
So we'll give it top D, bro. But if anyone has a bone to pick, yo, that's all Owen's decision right there.
Yeah, bro. Not higher than D, bro. Hell no.
Okay, next up is Water 7, bro.
Alright. This is where we get into like fishy territory because this shit was sick. But this isn't the. Oh my god. Okay, so this isn't the CP9 part though, right?
It's It's not. It's all right. To a certain extent, it is. Like half of it is
It's
like,
build up. It's build up.
yeah,
This is build up to CP9. So, and like introduction of Frankie again, build up for Frankie because we still like
well, we
uh
also put the Usopp and Luffy fight in here too. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, bro, I completely forgot about that. Is this in this one or the next one? Because Annie's lobby in this is cut up into three.
Nah, nah, nah. Because I think Water 7 would be that part where they say goodbye to the ship. They're looking for the like a shipwright. Then Luffy has a huge fight with Usopp, and then we start getting the whole Robin situation.
So
Which
the first part of Water 7, I think in bottom C. Or like not bottom C. Better than Romance Dawn, I think.
I would put it above Jaya, bro.
Yeah, above Jaya, above Jaya. Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Let's get into the next one because this is where the meat's at, bro. Ennis lobby, bro. Like, come on, man.
Annie's lobby was definitely better than Drum Island. So automatically we're getting to a B. I think it was better than Logtown too.
Yeah.
Um
Easy. Bro,
we
honestly, like I feel like this was like the first instance where like the Straw Hats went against the government. You know what I mean? Like the whole Soge King shooting the flag. I want to
was
live.
this that part? Or was that
That,
the next part?
that's all this part right here.
Okay, okay.
Like this might be an A, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this is an A.
Wait. This is like CP9 versus this is
Exactly.
CP9?
Yeah, this is all CP9.
Alright, straight A. That's bro, Lucci was one of the best villains ever created. Then we
Facts.
got Gear 2, we got Gear 3, we had Kaku versus fucking Zoro. We had that werewolf dude versus Sanji.
Yeah.
We had
Hopper going crazy, bro.
yeah. Chopper going wild. We had Nami versus the bubble bitch. And then Sanji had to verse her first, but he can't touch a girl.
Yeah.
So then Nami had to come in. I want to put this above Arlong Park.
Okay. I would put it there too. I don't
Can
know if it's better
we
than
have
Alabasta.
Alabasta? I think it's better than Alabasta.
Okay, me too. Cool. All right.
I really like Lucci versus Luffy. I think that was the best first fight. Like he had to really go into a different gear to verse this guy.
Facts.
Like for Alabasta, he had to figure out the weakness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of the Logia of the sand. But in this, he literally bro. In the beginning, it was untouchable. Like these guys, it didn't even look like they were nearly on the same level as SCP-9.
Yeah. I mean,
Then
here's
again, we got introduced to CP9. We got introduced to like the what do you call it? The world government and how old that works. Then it was the heartfelt moments of Robin and how they went against the world government. Everything was elite, and just getting to the point to Ennie's lobby, getting to that end part. Yeah, this better than Alabasta for sure.
for sure. No, I would put it there too. Iconic moments, huge fights. They all got stronger. Gear two.
Damn, bro. For me, this is consideration of S.
Yeah, same. All right. Next up is post Annie's lobby. So this would be where, Ace gets into a fight with Blackbeard and certain events start taking place around the world. But yeah, I feel like it was definitely a world building arc, but it's not really like main character focused, if that makes any sense. So for that
Yeah.
reason, I would put it like right below Logtown. Is that fair?
Let me see.
Or
Log.
actually,
Yeah.
it
The
might
thing
be
is, this moment is what caused an S tier arc,
right.
right?
Exactly.
Like this moment is what led to an S tier arc. So I want to put that above Barati.
Okay, that's fair. I'll put it there too. All right. Next up is the Thriller Bark arc. Obviously we got introduced to Brooke, and then we had a pretty big fight, and then we got another warlord that we were introduced to that and also led to one of the craziest moments.
Yeah. Okay. So because of, I think the MVP in this was Zoro with that moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Um, I think the fight with fucking Gecko was not that good. I don't like it was whatever to me. Hikey the Nami scene was better.
Yeah. Yo, this dude, bro. Nah, that shit was out of pocket, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, hey, yo, bro. I think that's the first instance I was like, damn, bro, this shit crazy.
Yeah, no, they went crazy with that shit. I can't lie to you. But I think I honestly I think it's what do
I'm
you-
putting it. I'm putting it. See, here's the thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
above Jaya, worse than Water 7.
I want to put it there, but also like, bro, that absolutely nothing or nothing happened.
It takes away from that. Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you. I just put it on, just for that part and just for that sequence, put it above Drum Island. I think
All
that's
right,
fine.
all right, next
High
up.
key, I think Logtown should go a bit down now.
Yeah, I agree. Let's move that one down underneath Thriller Bark. I feel like that's fair, right?
Okay, okay, yeah, agreed, agreed, agreed.
All right, next up is Sabadi Archipelago. Obviously, when Kuma pulled up, he's
Uh,
we meet the rest of the worst generation. Where'd that going?
okay, so even though this is a very short arc, Sabaody, bro, that shit was sick. But is this the post time skip? Like, is this like,
Oh no, no.
is
This is
this where they get launched?
this is where just the part where we meet. Um, this is the part where we meet the worst generation. They
We
get
meet
launched,
Kizaru.
and we see the Celestial Dragon get punched by Luffy. It's just those three major events.
No, wait, but isn't Kuma launching everybody? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Kuma launches everybody. We have Kizaru. We have slave trade. Like, politics is what I'm talking about in
Yeah,
terms of slave trade.
right, right.
Then we have the introduction of old the supernovas. Supernovas actually teaming up against the Admiral and the world government. Okay, so this is my take. I love Sabaody. Sabaody. It's one of my favorite arcs in the whole series. And I also want to put something to pacing. I want to put pacing into this because this isn't a very long arc. But the amount of action that happened within this arc is insane. I want to put it I want to put it A. I do want to put this A.
Want to put this one A, bro?
I want to put this above Any's lobby. Not Any's not Any's lobby. I want to put this above fucking above NL. I
Okay.
just think that so much happened so quickly. Like we didn't get any like sour points to it. And also it just the fact like I love the fact that Kuma just bro, we did not know what was going on with the crew.
Yeah.
Like the crew split up.
Here's the thing though, like now where we are in the manga, like we understand why Kuma took this action, bro. And I feel like that adds to it even more. But I don't do we add that to our voting?
I
Or
think just because of the factor that we didn't know where the Straw Hats were,
yeah,
that is huge, bro. The fact that we don't even know where these guys are going,
that's true.
and we got an Admiral, and we got Celestial Dragons, and we got that iconic punch, bro. I might, for me personally, I like this better than Arlong Park. But yeah, I think this is a good safe spot to put it though.
I'm putting underneath the R line just because like the
Arlong was classic, was classic.
okay. Moving on to Amazon Lily. I'm gonna put this one bottom C, bro, because like really the only thing that like stood out to me was like we learned about Boa's past as a slave, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This arc wasn't that good in my opinion. It was whatever. We got like a whole like Women Island. That was pretty interesting. I think it was more of like a funny arc,
Yeah, yeah, true. I mean,
more than
obviously
it was like a serious arc.
it
But,
needed to happen, but yeah.
yeah, exactly. We did get introduced to Rayleigh, right? Did we in this
Yeah.
one?
No, that was later on.
Actually, Sabaody, we got. Oh, Sabaody, there was Rayleigh too, bro. Dang, no, Sabaody was so good, bro. I swear to God, I
We'll
love it.
lock that in at A.
What's up?
We'll lock in Sabodi at an A for sure.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
But
think this is like a C,
yeah,
like a
putting
bottom.
it, I'm putting it like right below Romance Dawn, to be honest.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that.
All right, next up is Straw Hat Separation. So obviously this is just them on their respective islands. Just a couple episodes here and there. Before and kind of in between Impel Down. But where do you want to put this? Because I feel like it was interesting to see where they're going, but also
But
like
it
was it
wasn't like yeah. I get you. I want to put this above Amazon Lily, but
too me too. Same spot.
below Romance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah, yeah. I like that too. I like that.
Okay. Next up is Impel Down. I ain't
Ah,
gonna this shit was
yeah.
this shit was good, bro.
Impel Down was insane. Well, it's insane, bro. This was like this was the build up to Marineford. You know what I mean? So I think I want okay, so firstly we have the fact that nobody ever except one person, the lion guy, I forgot his name, Shiki, he's the only one who escaped, right? Luffy escaped with mad people. Then we had the iconic Monclay moment. He became one of my favorite characters after that scene. Then we had Ivankov get introduced, the whole Revolutionary Army, the fact that Ivankov that didn't even know that Luffy was, his son was
I guess
Dragon's son. And then there was like what 5, 6 levels of Impel Down, and Luffy made friends within every single level.
oh,
This was action on action on action. Then what kind of fucked everything up was Ace wasn't even there. You know what I mean? Which caused even more turmoil. We picked up Jinbei, which is a future Straw Hat. You know what I mean?
we
So
also recollabed with our boy Buggy, you know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah.
And obviously, you know what else we forgot? The whole part where he gets poisoned, bro. Because that was a huge part where he basically might not have survived. Luffy we're talking about, right? Like that was a huge thing where he gets basically a huge near-death experience, bro. And then Ivankov has to like inject him with some wild shit, bro. And I don't know, man. That was just crazy for him to get triumphant over that moment. You know what I mean? Like over all that, bro. I don't know, man. I feel like that this shit deserves an A, bro. If you're asking me, bro.
So I think it deserves an A too. I think it deserves an A. I think I put it above Sabaody.
Me
I
too.
think I put it above Arlong.
Me too. Me too. All right, respect.
Yeah, I put it above. We have very similar like taste in
Bro, it's
terms of
so easy. No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Because imagine we were beefing over like these, bro. This episode could go on forever, bro.
So I think this is where we call it quits for the first half of
Yeah.
this series. I do think looking at the next arcs that are coming up, I might have to consider Enies Lobby as an S.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
I want to put one thing as an S for the first like half of the series. Just because there was no context. There was less context and it was so good still. So I want to put Enies Lobby as the only S, and I think this was a really good rest of the list.
All right, so this will be part one. Part two, we'll go through the rest of the series, and then we'll review the entire ranking, and then we'll also go over like the community ranking as well for like other people on this website. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this first part. I'm not sure when part two will drop, but we'll figure it out. You know, join our Discord. We'll talk about it there. But until then, y'all take it easy. Peace.
Peace.